first words you told your son after you entered the ring? Because you were pretty adamant as the second knockdown happened. I saw you immediately jump up to the ring post that you wanted the fight stopped. So as you got to Shawn, what words were exchanged between you two?
That's it. That's it. That's it. We're done. That's it.
Did he argue with you at all?
No, there was no argument. He was more within himself, mad at himself, not mad at what I was saying to him. Like, he was kind of stuck in this, there. As he went down and he, slammed his hands on the canvas, he's pissed at himself, not at me, so.
Shawn, Eddie, you had mentioned in the ring that you were not pleased with Shawn's preparation for the fight. Can you tell us what you didn't like about it?
No knock against Shawn in terms of who he is, but as he mentioned earlier, when he thought that Errol Spence would be the last fight, maybe before he fought him, he thought that. I'm his father. I knew that. So I knew everything that was going to happen with him before it happened. So this was something that was coming, not to be negative towards him, but because I'm his father, I could see these things. Jeff, you can attest to this. I can see it in the training. I can see it in the movements. I can see it in looking at the clock to see how long I got to be here today. I can see it. The most important thing, more important than anything else, and I smiled, not just because it was you, Jeff, but I appreciate what you said, and I smiled. But I smiled because someone said I was criticized. Please, criticize me. Go right ahead. I love it. Because at the end of the day, which this is where we at right now, we are at the end. We're at the end. Tomorrow morning, I will be able to look out of my window at his house, right across the street from me. I will be able to play with my little G-men, those my grandsons. I will be able to walk my dog over to his house. I will be able to hug my daughter-in-law. And I'll be able to love on my son. So we won before we got here. We were already winning. It's just what's expected in the ring, but in the biggest part of this picture, when this thing is over with, I'm still his father. He's still my son, right? And we get to do that part. That's a long life of that. There's a whole bunch of that to go on, So, I just saw things that told me that it was time. Go ahead, Steve.
Kenny, I know that you're hard on your son in the gym. I've seen that firsthand. Is it a relief now that you could just be his father instead of his trainer? Did that weigh on you at all the last couple of years, or even in this situation?
Absolutely, absolutely. But when you say I'm hard on him, you got to understand the reasoning for that is exactly what we dealt with tonight. I'm hard to the point of, listen, man, I need you to protect yourself. I need you to go home to your wife. I need you to go home to your kids. I need you to be able to play ball with them. I need you to still play ball with me. I've jumped out of airplanes with my son at 20,000 feet multiple times. I've raced my son in cars at over 100 miles an hour. He beat me. I've, rode camels in the Sahara Desert with my son. I got to continue to do those things. This is just a small part of his life. And people would ask me some time ago, he had over 270 some amateur fights. They said, why you fight him so much? Why? He was winning. Steve, if he got hurt in fight number 3 as an amateur, we wouldn't have continued with this. He was winning, right? He may have been right in this fight, right there with the guy. It was a surprise for me that he went down, and I never seen him go like that. And then what happened after that, he got hurt again, and I saw him at a deficit. He didn't have everything it took to protect himself. And coming in here, I wasn't seeing that same thing going on, protecting himself. So the most important thing is that I'm able to walk away from here and he's safe. That's it.
All right, let's give a round of applause.
Thank you, Shawn. Thank you, Kenny.
Let's give a round of applause to a great fighter, great